What's going on, Mullen fans? Hope you guys are having a good morning. I meant to do a video last night, but I was looking into the share buyback situation, and I know there's supposed to be a blackout period right now that public companies are in, to where they can't really buy back shares until maybe a couple days after they report earnings. And as far as I know, Mullen is supposed to report earnings beginning of August, or the first half of August, between like the 8th and the 14th. So at the latest, if Mullen was able to buy back shares, it would be like around August 16th or somewhere in there. That's supposed to ultimately be a way to prevent insider trading within a public company. And not only that, buying back shares is good because it boosts shareholder value in the long run. It boosts the stock price in the short term, as well as shows that the CEO has confidence in the company, and it also boosts the earnings per share. And the outstanding share count will be lowered. But what investors need to know, that since May of this year, the Security and Exchange Commission has came out with amendments, different ways that makes buying back shares difficult for public companies. I'm going to show a clip later on, a little bit later in this video, of some of the changes that happened. But to be short with it, it allows companies to have to report why they're actually buying back shares, like what's the reason for it, how often they have to report every single transaction. They're talking about share buybacks being taxed. So it's a lot of different things that have changed. Look into that when you get a chance. It's the Security and Exchange Commission's modernization of share repurchase program. Make sure you look into that. It came out May of this year. And the reason I bring this up is because of the recent news that David Michery says that Mullen Automotive will most likely be performing a 1-for-10 reverse stock split, which in my opinion only resets the short cycle and dilution cycle within Mullen Automotive Company. I believe the stock will be driven right back down, because what is the difference between this reverse stock split and the last one? I get that the company is in a different situation now, with vehicles possibly going to be rolling off the line for the Class 3 trucks and Class 1 vans, as well as revenue and deliveries slated this year as well. But for me personally, I think the shorts that have been in this play will continue to attack Mullen Automotive stock. I believe that they have positions at a lot higher prices, and they are banking on Mullen Automotive to go out of business. I think there are entities purposely trying to keep this stock down at certain levels to create fear going into the shareholder meeting. Someone wants to see David goes down, and it's not just the shareholders at this point. And I also saw a post recently, someone asked why the bashers never go at Bollinger Motors and their CEO. And I was like, that is very interesting. I have never noticed that. And Financial Journey made a good point about him thinking that Mullen could be possibly used as a sure short bet while other heavily shorted stocks are running, while it looks like the market is becoming a bull market, showing upswings in prices and companies. Because Mullen has definitely been inverse to everything else that's going on in the market. When there's good news they put out, the stock goes down. When there's bad news, the stock goes down. When heavily shorted stocks, retail held stocks, are booming, Mullen is going down. And obviously, when the market is on the tear based off of what the Fed is saying in meetings, Mullen still continues to go down. But the way that I see things playing out as of right now, with this short amount of time until the shareholder meeting, and the way that the chart is lining up, the price is just too low for a 1-for-10 reverse stock split. Like I said, I believe Mullen would just be getting shorted right back down. So if there is some kind of way that the reverse stock split does not be initiated within the time frame of Muln being able to buy back shares, whether it be on the 16th of August after earnings, etc., etc. If a reverse stock split is not initiated, because we still have to vote on the 3rd, but if it's not initiated by the time earnings comes, then Muln could buy back shares maybe on the 16th, on top of the event coming up on the 24th of August with production vehicles rolling off the line. And that's not including any news from Bollinger. Bollinger's still getting news. They just got like a $3 million grant or something like that. I have to look more into it. But there is still a possible chance that David Mystery is lining things up for one more big stab at the price going up before possibly a reverse stock split or a chance to get it to a higher price closer to $1. Me personally, like I mentioned before, I'm not sticking around for a reverse stock split. There's many longs that have been here during the first reverse stock split that just will be wiped out if Muln performs another reverse stock split. And I believe that still will happen. The second one will happen unless David does something in complete opposite of what the shorts are betting will happen with Muln Automotive. But that's all I'm gonna put in this video. I was just trying to get this one finished up that I started earlier this morning, and I'll make another one later on this evening, seeing how the price action has been playing out today. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm gone.